Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was a Brilliant Prodigy. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie and my own idea. But before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yeah, something happened to my PC and everything was lost and I had to reboot and reinstall a new Windows. So yeah, I'm trying to get back as much as the old video vibe as I can get, but yeah, there might be a few changes, so I hope you don't mind at all. And yes, I have started watching a lot of animes so I can make most of your guys' idea that you have been recommending me, because I haven't watched a lot of animes because I couldn't get time. So it might take some time, but yeah, I'll be back on track and we'll be making your ideas soon. So stay tuned for that, and without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. The story begins on October 10th, 9 years after the Kyuubi attack in Konohagakure no Sato. As we go towards the village to see that the village was quite well lit up in the night time and was also decorated. And the civilians, children alike were just enjoying themselves and dressing themselves in different sort of costumes to make a play out of the events that have happened and transpired 9 years ago. But there was a bunch of people who have gathered around in an alleyway which was completely blocked from the other side, as in front of them was their victim, or the person of the source of their anger, Naruto Uzumaki, the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Yoko, otherwise known as the reincarnate of the Kyuubi human skin, the demon spawn. And today they were going to finally end it. They have waited for 9 years because of their Kage's words, but as of now, the Kage hasn't said anything, so they were not breaking any rules, and henceforth were going to execute their own justice on the said kid. As they were about to kill him, we see that a figure similar to Naruto standing atop of the roof, as he had a disgusted look on his face. Pathetic. And to this day, they think that they can beat me. Luckily enough, I was able to make this genjutsu. As Naruto after that disappeared from there, as the people in their own reality were beating the crap out of him. As we see the real Naruto finally arrive at Hiruzen Sarutobi's office, and without anyone being aware, just went inside and grabbed some scrolls. As he was about to leave, Hiruzen then said, "Naruto, you know I can sense you, right?" "Still can't hide from you, huh, Gigi?" "Well, you were almost successful. Almost. So what happened this time?" "What do you expect?" Naruto said with a grit on his teeth. "They tried it again. They were going to beat me this time and execute their oh so well-deserved justice on me." "They are just idiots, Naruto. They will realize this once your family returns. I don't care about them. They did this to me. They left me here. Why would I care about them? If I have to be an idiot in their reality and for them as well, then so be it. I'll be an idiot. Only you know my true face and colors." "Naruto," said Hiruzen as he got up, quite afraid to ask this question. "What is your plan for the future? What do you think, Gigi? What should it be? I mean, I have the every right to, destroy this village if I want to. And you know I can do that, right?" As Hiruzen gulped a bit. "I know, but you wouldn't do that, would you?" "No, I wouldn't. Because of only one person and one connection here, you. But God forbid, if something happened to you because of them, then let's just say I burned my bridges with this village. And it will be the end of it. What about Konohamaru?" "Well, aside from him, he already knows about me as well and has promised to not talk to anyone about this, even his so-called sensei that has been teaching him nowadays." "You know about him?" "Yeah, and he's a fraud. Let me tell you this much. He was at the bottom of the Chunin ranks. Due to his father's council rank, he was able to achieve much better results." "Fabrication, huh?" "Yes, that is what has been going on." "Thank you, Naruto." As after that, Naruto witnessed L disappearing as he disappeared into the shadows, but Danzo was able to catch the glimpse of it. So the kid was here again. "I got a report that the people are just acting weird in an alleyway. Think they're doing something to the oh-so-called demon." "Well, yes, Naruto put them under the genjutsu. Reality alternating genjutsu again." "I see. That is good for the kid. I mean, he has found a way on his own to avoid all of this mess and to not hurt anybody. I know, but Danzo, you do you think that the corruption in the village that has been reigning for too long should be taken care of as of now? To be honest, I think so. But it is necessary for us to find out what the other villages' plan for us are. That is why I worry that Naruto might have some plan for those who are corrupt, and it might not be that good. Let the kid deal with them. Once they're left and the seats are vacant, new and more corrupt will come. I know that much for sure. But still, why do you have to play the role of a villain in front of everyone? You see, Sensei taught us one thing. There should be balance in the village, and I was able to decipher that, if not you, Hiruzen. Intrigue me, said Hiruzen as Danzo then began. To balance out the good, there should be evil existent, so I force myself to be the evil that should balance out, like the perfect yin and yang. I see, so you are doing this willingly. Yes, albeit I don't like it, but I have to. So do we. I see. So you still haven't forgotten about the sensei's teaching and all? Nope, we are just implementing it in our own different ways. That is why we criticize you, and don't side with you in most of the matters. I see. But the thing is that people think that the power they have been given is rightfully theirs to begin with, and it should be stripped from them. Some of them at least, to make out an example. Now that, said Homura, I can agree with. As Koharu nodded as well, there are some people who should be taken off the rosters of the civilian council members, and I highly doubt that they will take kindly of this. So first what we must do is contact Daimyo-sama. Don't worry, I already got a document here which is plain black signed by him. All I gotta do is just write down, and an official notice is prepared. Good. So how are we gonna do this? Now, let's call for a council meeting. As after that, half an hour later, the whole council was gathered, as the civilians also arrived there. Hokage-sama, with all due respect, what right do you have to call us here in the midst of the celebrations? What do you mean, right? We are the also honorable council members here, and you have no right to call us here at this time. You should have waited for tomorrow. And what do you think you have the right to talk to Hokage like that? Said Danzo, but Danzo-sama, said the civilian council member, who was quite shocked that the people who mostly studied with him were saying these words. But I thought that you thought is something that we do not care about. We only care about what is good for the village. Some decisions that you have made have been good, but they were practically for your own welfare in general. But they had some benefits on the village, and that is why we allowed it. But as of now, this is not tolerable. And for henceforth, we request Hokage-sama and the Shinobi Council to remove these people, as we are giving you the list from the Shinobi Council as well as the Civilian Council. And many of the minor clans as well as the civilians were taken off, as they were not happy. But when Hokage slammed the stamp of the daimyo, they remained quiet. Your powers are stripped away. If you want your assets to be restricted as well, then leave. As they begin to leave, this is not over, Hiruzen Sarutobi. Anbu, execute them. What? Before he could blink, they were all executed. As before his head could fall, Danzo said these words. Do you think you can challenge the power of Hokage? This is a dictatorship, not a democracy. And you, for certainly, sir, are not a democrat as well as a dictator. As with these words, his eyes turned shut, as the civilians were quite shocked. And as for you all, remember this very well. My power, my rule, my regime is that of a dictatorship, and you're only allowed here for civilian matters because I cannot deal with the civilian paperwork. But that doesn't mean that I won't check your report. And if I find out that you have been embezzling with it, there will be hell to pay. Yes, Hokage-sama. Mabuki Haruno, I'll be making you the new council clan head. And do not make me disappoint. I certainly wouldn't. Good, now leave. As after that, all of them left, except for Shikamaru's dad, Shikaku. Hokage-sama, well, there's one thing that I would like to discuss. What? It's that, well, the kid's parents might be coming back in a few years. I received a letter from Minato. I see. So, well, he, alongside his, well, daughter and wife are going to return soon. It turns out the daughter is, well, how can I say this, arrogant. Good. But what about the kid? He's all stupid and I think that he might be played by them. Why do you care about that, Shikaku? My kid is a friend with him, and even he understands that Naruto is being played by. So that is why we care about him, at least to some extent. And that is all I would like to say. Here's the letter that he sent me. I'll wait for your response and then send it to him. After that, Shikaku left. As now the elders and Hiruzen were the only one left in the room. Pathetic. I am still quite shocked that the kid is able to keep up that mask at such a young age. Well, that is what happened when you're left in the wolf's den on your own, all by your own parents. What are you talking about, you old coots? Said a voice as, out of nowhere, from the shadows, Naruto walked out. Naruto, since when were you here? Since the council meeting began and it ended. Turns out that I have two connections now, JD. And I won't be betraying this village, I guess. If I'm able to form more bonds like these. Well, I guess, Naruto-kun, then you should. Well, I guess I'll try my best. Oh well, I'll be off now. Here are the scrolls. I've copied down the most important jutsu that I needed. As after that, Naruto disappeared in a yellow flash. Is that the Harishin? Said Koharu. Yeah, he was able to recreate it in his own way. Without any kunai or sword. Amazing. This is a new version of the Harishin that even Minato was not able to complete, right? Yes. Good. As Naruto now arrived at his apartment, those pathetic idiots. I'll break their so-called pride when they come. But for that I have to train. I can't believe this, I'm doing it to myself. As the next morning we see Naruto Uzumaki standing in front of the green beast of Konoha. Well, young Naruto, what do you want from me? Well, Guy-sensei, I would like for you to train me in the arts of Taijutsu, and Taijutsu alone, as well as the arts of gates. As Guy got serious, for what reason do you want to use gates, kid? I want gates because I want to show the people who have left me here that I am not to be messed with. As for a moment, both of them looked at each other, serious, as there was complete silence, until Guy bursted out laughing. Well, you come to the right place, and your flames of youth in your eyes are burning with desire, something that I like. Now let us go and begin this training. What are we gonna do? 1,000 push-ups and then 100 runs across the village. Oh, screw my life. What kind of mess of cesspool did I step in? And after that, the elders as well as the Hokage watched Naruto training day in and day out with none other than the Green Beast. I'm, to be honest, quite sorry for the kid. Said Danzo. You, Danzo Shimura, feeling sorry. Hey, I'm not that much of a cold bastard. But, regardless of that, there is one thing, an act that a should do as a cold bastard. And what might that be? That is to execute the Uchiha clan. What? What do you mean, Danzo? The Uchiha are going to revolt sooner or later. It's all because of those civilian clansmen were blaming them. Again and again, I could see it in Fugaku's eyes. He was pissed at them, and was happy when they got executed. Meaning that he holds some sort of hatred towards the village. I'm leaving you with a choice, Hiruzen. Choice of 1 week. You either make them agree that they won't attack, or otherwise I'll take this matter in my own hands and force my will. I don't like it either, but this is the only way to preserve the peace, or otherwise there will be civil war in which many of the civilians will lose their lives, something that I cannot live with, and will certainly not allow. Alright, Danzo, I'll see what I can do. Good. As after that, Danzo left, as Hiruzen was now much more tensed than before. As he called for an Anbu, Weasel to be more precise, Itachi, remove your mask. Hi, Hokage-sama. Said Itachi Uchiha, the 15-year-old Jonin and Anbu. I need you to do something for me. What would that be, Hokage-sama? Your clan. What do you think about them as of now? What are they planning? I know you're loyal to the village, but you're loyal to the clan as well. And what my elders have given me the option, I don't think that I can back out on that if they don't stop what they're doing. As Itachi was quite shocked. I see, Hokage-sama. I know where you're coming from. Civil war, many of the clansmen dying, and the Uchihas to be blamed again, just like when Madara attacked. Something that we lost back then, the respect, and the little bit we have will be lost now if this happens. Yes, and that is why I would like you to make a choice. Either do something about them, and other than that, there will be the execution order by me signed to them. Hokage-sama, I'm not threatening you. I'm giving you a choice because I know about your condition and your dojutsu. As Itachi flinched, you know about? Yes, I have seen Madras in action, so I could tell that you have the similar dojutsu than him now. The evolved version of the Sharingan, the Mangekyo Sharingan. But Matojan also has this, and so does my friend, Shisui Uchiha. I see. Can you do anything about this? From what I can remember, Madara after awakening this Genjutsu had some abilities of sort. What are yours? Mine are, well, Black Flames of Hell and Sun Goddess Amaterus, as well as Genjutsu. That could work if you place Genjutsu on them and the council. This will not work, but Shisui has told me after awakening his Sharingan that he has a power. Power of Koto Matsukami. The power to change one's will. Will? Yes. If we can implement that on the Uchiha clan, there might be a way to preserve this war. I see. Then I leave this to you and Shisui. But what you must do is to be done within 1 week, because that is as long as I can hold on the elders, because they are hellbent on destroying the Uchiha clan. As now, Itachi was quite scared, because he was running out of time, and had little to no time, and his whole clan life was on the line. You don't have to worry about this, Hokage-sama. I was informed by the Danzo-sama, so I will do as he has said, and will implement my Sharingan on him. Hi. Good. Now you must leave now and do this within 2 days or so. As we see that, for 2 days later, Itachi and Shisui arrived there. But they were wounded badly. Bad news, Hokage-sama. The Uchihas found out about our plan, and that is not all. They are starting their revolt. What are we going to do, Hokage-sama? It's what I feared. Choose side on which you stand on, both of you. I'm not gonna force you, but please, it is your own free will to choose. I know your loyalty towards the clan, the one who birthed you, and the village in which you were birthed as well, is on the line. As after a moment of silence, we see Naruto walk in. There's no need for that, Gigi. Naruto, what are you doing here? Hello, Izumi-san. I placed a Genjutsu under them. They are thinking that they are destroying the village right now and regaining in the power. Now all you have to do is just use your Koto Matsukami on them after you heal. But what about this Genjutsu? How long will it last? Long enough until you recover. It can only be broken by me when I want it to be broken. Other than that, they will still think that they're living in a fantasy world of their own, in which they are the rulers and we are the victims. Naruto said with a smirk. Before that, he disappeared after saying this. As they all looked towards Hiruzen. Yes, that is true. Naruto has been hiding his identity as long as we all can remember. But you have been given a chance. Save your clan. Change their wills now. We will do this now. As after that, Shisui used all of his power and chakra reserves to change the will of the clan, so that they will be able to survive. And after that, the whole Uchiha clan's will was changed, and now they were loyal to Konoha and Konoha alone, and did not want to start a coup again. But it costed Shisui a lot. His eye, one of them, was going blind now, and there was no way to help him out in this situation. But other than that, everyone was happy that the Uchiha catastrophe didn't happen, and they were able to save everyone, including the Uchihas. And the cherry on top was that their reputation wasn't ruined, so everything was good. As now 1 week later, we see that the elders and Hokage were having lunch on Hiruzen's break, as all of them were seated in his office. Well, I must say this. If it wasn't for Naruto, we would have lost the Uchiha clan by now. The kid's power are growing greatly, but he's missing one part of it. And what might that be? Danzo-sama said. Naruto, Naruto, you're here. That might be, my boy. The QB. You know I don't like relying on other sources of powers, but that is something that you must do, because other Jinchurikis were not able to. And I know that the soul, if you possess it, you might be able to regenerate the chakra. What? said Hokage as everyone else, as Naruto chuckled. It seems that I cannot hide anything from you, can I? No. It's only the law of nature. I mean, come on, Hiruzen. We also possess soul, and we can regrew our chakra reserves, can we not? So how come Bijus are different? As Naruto then let Kyuubi take over. You are correct on that one, Danzo, as now they were on alert. But do not worry, I'm not here to fight. I am here to tell you that I have made peace with the kid. And we are now partners, working together, and our goal is only one, and that is the protection of this village, because of the bonds that I have made, or the kid has made, and the destruction of that masked person, the Uchiha that attacked Konoha that night. So it was an Uchiha, but not from the clan. It was Madara, as they all stopped and dropped their utensils that they were holding. What do you mean? How can he be? I mean, come on. He had the eternal form of that Mangekyo Sharingan. An eternal Mangekyo is the closest to form into Rinnegan. What makes you think that Madara wasn't able to awaken the Rinnegan? Because as it is said in the Uchiha bloodline, the most shock as well as under pressure only the Sharingan can awaken. Similar could be said for the Rinnegan, because it is not different, and it has the ability to make one person immortal. If that is true, then Madara is still out there, and there's nothing we can do. And this is where you're wrong, said Naruto as he took over. You shouldn't have told them, Kurama, because I was going to handle this on my own. What do you mean he wouldn't have told this kid? Said Danzo. What were you going to do? I was gonna hunt him down on my own, and I didn't want you guys to now fear this so-called Madara, because I think it's a fake. Fake? How can you be so sure? Well, for one, it was a Sharingan, not a Rinnegan, and for what I have read from Gigi's books, once a Rinnegan is awoken, it cannot be reversed. That is true. Neither it can be shut off on will like the other dojutsus. That is right. So my guess is that if that person has Madara Sharingan, then only we can say that that is an imposter Madara with the Sharingan of the original one, trying to make us believe and fear that we are fighting the real one. I mean, obviously he was hiding his face. Why would he? Madara wouldn't. That is correct. There are some valid points there. So what should we do now about this fake Madara? Fake or not, he still possesses the Sharingan of the real one, which is dangerous in its own right. We will do something about that, but as of now, you all should just focus on the village and its regrowth. And Naruto said, turning away and stopping for a bit. What about them? How far they have come? They'll be here within the next year, Naruto, on the year of your graduation. Good. I'll be waiting for the right moment. Right moment? Right moment for what reason? Naruto has a deep hatred for those who have abandoned him. And he's gonna show them that they have worked hard for naught and nothing. And he's gonna reveal a lot of the things to the council, as well as the whole elemental nation who will be gathered there, or will be watching through the steel television. The kid is on a warpath, I guess, with his own parents. No, with the demons of his past. You can say more, Danzo. So, where does this left us? I mean, the kid has promised not to destroy Konoha and be loyal to it. How come that happened? Well, he was able to rescue a Yamanaka girl. Always a girl, huh? Yep. And let's just say the girl is now completely head over heels for him, and he at first was not okay with that, but in the end, even he fell in love with her. What is the girl's name? Well, she's the next future clan head, Yamanaka. Meaning he'll be bound to the village, I guess, so it's good for us. I mean, he's a prodigy of his own right, much more brighter as well as prodigy than Itachi, if what I can say. Good, that is good then. We need such shinobis on our side. But, as the kid said, what about this Mito Uzumaki Namikaze that they are training alongside the Sanins? I got the report. She was only able to awaken her chakra as well as learn Rasengan. And Naruto over here completed it and formed it into Rasen Shuriken. Ah, the wheezing blade of wind. Yes. Well, the kid is a prodigy and they certainly made a mistake. But why would they do that? Said Koharu, as she was not aware of the prophecy that was revealed to all of them because she was not present. Hiruzen revealed the truth to her what happened 9 years ago, as we go to a flashback. After the QB attack, they were gathered inside the hospital room where Kushina was being treated by Tsunade herself, who was present there. So, what is your plan now, Minato? The village is going to need to rebuild itself. Well, Hiruzen-sama, I think you have to retake the mentality of Hokage. We're going to take Mito and train her somewhere safe because of the masked person still lurking around, claiming to be Madara, said Minato. As Hiruzen was quite shocked by this. Only Mito? This was the only thing he was able to grasp at the time. What about Naruto then, your son? Your other child? I'm sorry, but he only possessed the soul sensei, so he might have to stay here. We cannot take the chance of the chakra and soul being close to each other, and there'll be a hindrance? No, I never said that. You only said that because you thought it that way. I never said those words. Oh, stop it, Jiraiya. I am your sensei. I know what you are thinking way ahead before you even think about it. As Jiraiya remained quiet now, regardless of what you say, old man, we're gonna do this, said Tsunade. This is for the better, and not like Naruto will be any more than a liability to us. There. As all of them looked towards her. What? It is the harsh truth that we must face. The kid should be happy then once we get back that he's related to us. You are the kid's grandmother, and this is how you say that? Pseudo-grandmother. But regardless, I must say this because of the future of the world, and he will be safe here. More like spoiled here while Mito will be rotting there and training as hell. He will be happy with his family even if they all rot together in hell. As after that, Hiruzen then said, You are making a big mistake, Minato. A mistake, I tell you. But for the prophecy can go to hell for all I care. Prophecy can be changed. What if Naruto is a child of prophecy? That is bullshit. That cannot be possible, Sensei. So Jiraiya, I checked myself. Mito has the more elements as well as the more chakra than the kid. So it is highly impossible. You were also a less chakra-full kid, and now you are the strongest son in Jiraiya. What do you have to say for that? I worked hard, and what would Naruto do? Lay off? He would work hard as well. How can you say that? Let's just say I have a knack for talent. I mean, look at yourself in the mirror for once. As Jiraiya was insulted by this. Regardless of what you say, Sensei, I must decide against this, and we must leave the kid here. If that is all, then we'll be leaving now. What? So soon? Yes. As after that, Kushina left as well. Kushina, think about this as well. At least you as well, Minato. You are the godforsaken parents of the kid. You can't leave him like this. We have already decided to side with our family, and that is what we're going to do. I'm sorry, Hiruzen-sama, but this is for the best and better for both of our kids. As Hiruzen was left shocked and stunned by her response. This is for the best, Hiruzen-sama, said Minato. We have decided with them. It was already planned, pre-planned. I see. I won't stop you then. As now we see their retrieving backs as Hiruzen stood there with Naruto in his hands. End of the flashback. They were cruel to him back then, and I highly doubt that he will let this go. You're right, GD, I won't. I won't let this go. Naruto, what are you? Well, I have a habit of coming in and out whenever you're talking about me. And plus, I already know your true personality, so not like I'm against you or anything. We're on the same boat here. You could be the Kage of this village in the future, Naruto. No, to be honest, I don't want that position. If anything, I'll remain in shadows and protected from there. And not like the village would want the demon of this village to be the Kage and their leader. It will hurt their ego much more than stroke it. You already are aware of the circumstances. Yeah, and no matter how much you threw bait at my way, I won't be able to be caught by it. I am much more self-aware of my surroundings, Danzo-sama. As after that, Naruto retreated back, and 1 year passed, and finally, Mito, alongside her family, returned to Konoha. As after that, she was sent straight to the, academy, where she, after arriving, started to act like a spoiled brat, and everyone was already fed up with her and her behavior. On the other side, she also noticed a sibling, you. You're my little brother, huh? Oh, sorry, me? No, I'm an orphan. I don't have a sibling, as much as spoiled as you, at least, I believe, as she gritted her teeth. Silence! I'll make you respect your Nin-san. As she made a Rasengan in her hand and tried to slam it into Naruto, Naruto grabbed her wrist and twisted it, breaking it in and shattering her bones until she screamed, and kicking her on the face, sending her dragging to the other side of the wall. You're getting on my nerves. As now everyone was shocked by this behavior of Naruto. Naruto, why are you doing this? Oh, stop it, Mizuki-sensei. Not like you're trying to cover up your malice towards me. I can sense it when I was even in the academy at the beginning. As Mizuki was quite shocked by this. You see, I'm already aware of my circumstances and who I am. You don't need to tell me anything, or try to at least make me feel bad for myself. I learned to cope with my demons. And saying these words sent chill down the spines of the two Chunins. If this was true, then this kid was already aware of everything, the Kyuubi as well. So what? You only possess the soul. Not really now. As Naruto began to unleash golden amount of chakra that surrounded his body. Does this look like the soul? A soulless spirit of a Biju? How is this possible? You and my parents were quite idiot. I mean, your parents were quite idiot. They thought that the soul might not be able to possess chakra, but they also possess soul, and so does the Biju. And chakra is absorbed by the soul in itself, who is a regenerator of the chakra pools. So all you can say is that you possess the exhausted chakra of the Kyuubi while I possess the refreshed amount of it. And this made Mito grit her teeth and unleashed a huge amount of Kyuubi chakra as she was now Kyuubified into 8 tails. As Naruto with a single kick absorbed all of her chakra and threw her outside. As that is when the Sannin and everyone gathered around. Hello there, Hokage-sama. As after seeing his son, they were shocked. Naruto? How is this possible? You shouldn't be. You also have souls. And you regenerate chakra, so why wouldn't be the Biju able to do that? This caused their eyes to go widen. And if you say I'm bluffing, then how am I able to do this? As Naruto made a huge form of the Kyuubi in golden statue and roared as well, causing a panic in the huge amount of populace of Konoha. As after that he turned back and started to smile, more like smirk at them. And your so-called prodigy is pathetic right over there. For that you will pay for what you have done, kid. As Jiraiya charged towards Naruto, only for Naruto to dodge and disappear in a yellow flash and appear behind him, with a wheezing sound as they all were shocked at what Naruto said. Put on Rasen Shuriken. As Jiraiya was able to dodge and deflect the jutsu, as the jutsu landed on the Hokage monument, destroying all of the Kage monuments and turning it into nothing more than dust. As this caused them all to go into shock. You completed the Rasengan. I done more than that. I advanced the Harajuku as well. And I learned this. Inner gates. 8th gate. Open! Naruto jumped straight through the 8th gate as Sky arrived there. Naruto, my boy, I know that you were able to awaken the 8th gate without any consequences, but that doesn't give you the right to open it. Gee, Sensei, I was just flexing and showing them the power of the true taijutsu, the power of youthful flames, and this caused them to go into deep sweat as well as quite shock as well. 8 gates? And without any consequences? What kind of monster did they left behind? What kind of monster did Konoha create? And as Gigi said, I will say it to you again. You messed up with the wrong person, and you will pay for that. Are you ready for to do so, Minato, Kushina? As after that, suddenly they heard footsteps that were dashing towards Naruto, and not only that, a figure jumped into the smoke and landed an axe kick on Naruto's head. Stop talking big, kid. You're nothing more than a puny bastard who has a little bit of more achievements than my Mito. As after that, when the smoke cleared, we see Tsunade Senju standing there, triumph as Naruto was knocked out unconscious until they heard a clapping sound. Bravo, Tsunade Senju. As the Naruto was seen sitting on top of the academy, as the down below they all looked to see poofed away. You were able to defeat my clone. This is the extent of your students, Gigi. To be honest, I'm disappointed, and they were able to get the title of the Sannin. Heck, if it's that easy, I might be able to get the title of the Sannin as well. Stop insulting me, kid. Do you know who you're talking to? I'm talking to a Senju's disgrace, if that's all, as well as an Uzumaki's disgrace. I'm a combination of two most loyal as well as respectful clans, and you're nothing more than diminishing their respect to the dirt. How can you say that? What right do you have? Well, because of this, Mokitan. Wood binding jutsu, as all of them were binded by the woods. As Naruto then gripped the wood veins hard on all of them. Now, you see, I'm much more better than her. As Mito was shocked by this as well. And what you made was a mistake. Admit it and I'll leave it at that, since I have nothing more against this village. But you're the all cause of this and reason of this. Can your thoughts protect you from me now, Jiraiya? I believe they can't. No matter who you summon, they all will lose. I can say this much with confidence. I'm a better version of all of you combined. As Tsunade and everyone else was shocked, until they saw a girl arrive near Naruto and grabbed him by the ear. Naruto Uzumaki. Ino-chan, what are you doing here? I'm in the middle of something. You promised me that we'll go for lunch. I waited for you there for half an hour. And where were you? I'm sorry, ma'am. I am deeply sorry for this. As he was grabbed by the ear by Ino and dragged away. I don't care about your revenge, but Ino-chan, I'm busy. I don't care. As Naruto was dragged away by the only woman he would ever allow himself to act like this in front of. As everyone else was shocked until Hiruzen chuckled as he arrived there and in an instant freed them all. You knew about this. Well, Naruto was a prodigy on his own right. And he was able to fool half of us for 9 years of age, and he was able to figure out whose child he was and what happened to all of you, and was waiting desperately for the upcoming years for you to show your place. I told you all made a big mistake, but Sensei, he's dangerous now. Now he's dangerous, and what if Mito said and did was not dangerous? She unleashed 8 tails worth of Kyuubi's chakra, untamable and uncontrolled, as you did not mention this in report, in front of the academy where all the clan heads' kids were going to. As now the civilians as well as the clan heads were quite shocked and angry at them. How could you allow this to happen, Mito? Minato, Kushina, I thought you were smarter than that. And the legendary Sanins as well allowed this and blamed the kid. Maybe we have been blaming the wrong person. She's the demon's reincarnate. And now Mito was aware of the situation that Naruto lived through, and if the cards were reversed, she was the useless one, not her brother as she thought, who she will make her slave. And as for Minato and Kushina, they just wanted a reunion with their family now, and seems like it was not possible as Naruto has showed them their place. Naruto did not need any of them. He was much more advanced on his own way, on his own. As for Jiraiya and Tsunade, their pride was way too much hurt, and they now had to admit what Naruto had said was true. Tsunade, well, she was hit more harder than ever before. But all of this was not missed by Kabuto Yakushi, one of the Chunin of Konoha, as well as the informant of none other than Orochimaru. As for Mizuki, he was passed out and foaming from his mouth after witnessing the huge visage of the Pichu that was under control of the demon brat, and for those as well, as the council was now storming inside and asking for the kid's execution until Naruto arrived. And why would you want me to be executed? Listen to me and listen to me well. I am under no one's jurisdiction. I only allied myself to the village, and if you want me out of here, I'll be more than happy to leave. But remember this, other villages also have Jinchurikis too, if I must say, and they will not hesitate to trample you. What would you do then, huh? Your shinobis are not strong enough to defend on their own. I mean, take Kyuubi incident for example, as this hit them home, and they were able to realize their mistakes, and allowed Naruto to live there, as Naruto was happily living there with Ino, but his life was about to turn upside down as we go towards Orochimaru, who was quite afraid, as well as the Akatsuki, who was as well. We have to combine forces with each other. And that is why we're here, Orochimaru, said Pain. I know, Pain. I need to kill Hiruzen Sarutobi, and you need the 9 Tails Jinchuriki. We will be able to do this together, if only combined strengths. As after that, we see that the Chunin exams were drawing near, after the D rank and C rank mission era, and the Land of Waves arc, only to see that when the first part and second part went as in canon and the preliminary begins, the attack began as well. As a huge amount of genjutsu was released on all of them, only for Naruto to shake awake from all of them and release the genjutsu from everyone, as everyone was able to dash away and get to a safe place, and most of the Konoha civilian as well as Genins alike were saved. But that didn't stop Naruto from joining the battle and defending his Gigi first, and after that, he arrived where the Shikaku was and defeated him, only for Akatsuki to surround him. Naruto Uzumaki, You have been a thorn in our path, and you must be taken care of this instant. Many have tried. What makes you think that you can as well? Because I have the power of the god. Shinra Tensei. As Naruto was then beaten again and again, as he was now placed on the ground with many rods piercing through his body. Now you have lost, damn it! Damn you! Until we see Naruto sitting atop of a tree, and all of them just standing there, and in a trance-like position. Pathetic. And they claimed themselves to be the gods. Amaterus, said Itachi, burning all of them to crisp because they couldn't move. No, Naruto, this is not just a stance. You have to fight here. It's either do or die. What do you think I'm doing, Itachi Nisan? I'm trying my best. Where is your sibling? Oh shit, Sasuke. Can you? Yeah, I'll help you. As Naruto arrived there, where Sasuke was, and helped him out as Orochimaru was about to give him a curse mark. And Naruto grabbed him by the mouth that was extended neck and cleaved it off. Until Orochimaru regenerated. My oh my. Weren't you being taken care of? Where are they? I can't sense their chakra. Oh, so you now are aware of your standing, Orochimaru. You and your fake god friends have lost this battle. No. Nothing if I can do ever about it. Your clones that were taken care of, my Gigi, have been defeated. How is this possible? How can you? It's because I'm just superior to all of you. And Naruto in an instant defeated him, killing him then and there. And after that, the battle was won by them. And the rest of the elemental nation was now shocked and left to their own stunned position when Naruto revealed his true form and strength to all of them. And now, we go towards 1 week later, as everything was recovered. Naruto was given the rank of Jonin. And not only that, he was allowed back to Uzumaki clan, which he rejected, saying that he did not need any of these names. He was a name in his own, and he will make his own family. He joined the Yamanakas, as per marrying the clan head, and remained there with her. As for the family, they were quite defamed, and let's just say, their position and power were never the same. And soon after that, something twisted happened. Naruto was named the 5th Hokage by Hiruzen Sarutobi and the elders, and even the villagers respected their decision, knowing fully well that the kid has the strength, and he wasn't the one who was to be blamed. He wasn't the true demon. And they even apologized to him. Naruto was much shocked that the people would ever do that, but he accepted the position nonetheless, and became the leader of the said village, much to the shock of the Uzumaki Namikaze clan and the Sanins, who were always against him. But in the end, they were able to admit that they too were in the wrong, and left the village without saying anything to anyone in the middle of the night, like cowards they were. As for Naruto, his life prospered after that day. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!